So, being Filipino, especially at our, when we have family parties and stuff, karaoke is very popular, at family parties. So, yes. And so, the fact that you are a singer, does your family look for you to be the one that entertains, like the family? What is good, guys? It's your boy Corey.
It's your boy John.
And welcome back to the Artistry Drop, where we feature stories from today's rising stars. Guys, we got a guest here today. Our guest is a singer, songwriter, and recording artist from Vallejo, California. She released her debut EP, I'm in a 20 Mood, and newest single, Raging Waters. Guys, please welcome Chell to the show. Welcome, Chell.
Welcome.
Yes, this is your second podcast?
Yeah.
Or have you done previous ones before?
No. Well, I did one interview before. So glad I did that one because I'm a little more comfortable. At the other one, I was like, oh my god, I'm sweating. And then,
why? What was that for? Why was that?
I'm very socially awkward.
Oh, okay.
So
hey, it's okay. Yeah. Hopefully we can break you out of your shell here a little bit.
I should take this off because it's making sense.
No, it's all good. You know what? Actually, I was told that as well by one of our viewers. It's my dad's friend. He was like, I think your son is wearing chains on his arm, and I keep hearing it dangle or hitting the.
Really?
Yeah. I don't. Have you heard that criticism yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Wow,
so we're still taking on some criticism for the show, taking on whatever people have to tell us, change up things. So that's a good spot right there.
Thank you.
Yes,
I just heard it. I was like, oh no.
Good thing you noticed, because somebody would notice.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
All right, let's introduce the drink of the day.
All right, this drink is the Orange Kiss cocktail. It has some lime, pineapple juice, orange juice, some grenadine, lime soda, and some rum, of course, and topped it off with a little cherry and lime, and put a little bendy straw.
Oh,
some
that's
bendy
winged.
action.
Yeah, that's a lot better than yesterday. Actually,
Yeah,
it was
yes,
harder
sir.
to drink the drink yesterday.
Oh, we're gonna go bendy straws from here on out.
Nice, I appreciate it.
Yes,
well,
sir.
let's
bendy
cheers.
straws.
Let's cheers
Hey,
to the podcast.
let's go.
The best
Welcome
kind of
to the
straws.
show.
Thank
Let's go.
you.
Appreciate it.
Set in the vibes.
I was actually gonna drink from the side of the straw because I'm so used to drinking from the cup itself.
Now we got the straws. Leveling up this year, 2020.
That is good though.
Yes, sir.
That's
a good
pretty
one.
good.
You like that?
Thank
Yeah.
you. It's kind of like a mimosa almost. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How
Very
does it feel
fancy.
drinking that after drinking a lot yesterday?
It's definitely better. I just had straight up shots last night.
Oh
so,
yeah, that'll get you.
Yeah.
So that's better.
Yeah, that's a lot
creeper.
better.
It's a creeper. Take it slow.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. My mom also told me that.
Okay, yeah, take it slow.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna just dive right in. You live here in California. Are you originally from California, or
Yes.
you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born in Vallejo. I think I lived there for until I was 8 or 9. Moved to American Canyon, small little town.
Okay.
Lived there till I was 19.
Okay.
Got kicked out of my house.
Oh.
Oh no.
Moved back to Vallejo. I live with my grandparents.
Oh.
Okay.
But we're fine now.
Hey, that's good. That's good to know. No, that's good. For some reason, is Vallejo close to Sacramento or?
It's a 45-minute drive from Sac.
Okay.
So.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking you're originally from Sacramento or something.
No,
I don't know.
I'm actually gonna be moving there next week.
Oh, really?
Because I'm
Sacramento?
going. Yeah, I'm going to school in Chico State, and that's an hour drive still from Sac. But my sister lives in Sac, so
Okay.
At least you'll have some family there.
yeah,
That's always nice.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Funny story about Vallejo. I actually went to Vallejo for the first time. It was in my sophomore year. I used to dance, and I had a dance crew, and we went to a dance battle at World of Dance in Vallejo from Seattle. We traveled down there, and then we did a dance battle, and this guy, he just, I guess he just hated me or something. We were battling and stuff on stage, and then he just comes up to me and literally slaps me in my face.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I never got hit or got into a fight at a battle, but for some reason he slapped me, and then everybody was like, "Oh!" And then I was like, "What?" But he got disqualified, of course.
Okay.
But
Wait.
good.
So when you were battling, he slapped you in the face?
yeah, in the middle while he was dancing, he
That's
came
so
up to me
messed
and he
up.
was like, "Boom!"
Was it hard?
Not really.
Okay.
But I knew I was coming, so I went like this.
Okay, yeah.
I moved, but it was like.
So you're technically not allowed to do like acts like those on World of Dance or anything.
I mean, like, I'm not sure.
Because I know people, when they're in dance battles, they're always doing like some weird shit, like where they're shooting you.
Yeah,
or,
but it's
stuff
not
like
actual like contact.
physical
It's just
contact.
like in your face
Yeah.
type of thing. So,
So
I
messed
think
up.
every battle has its own rules, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was definitely like over the top,
Yeah.
pushing the limit. But I would never forget Vallejo because of
Just
that.
for that reason.
Yeah, I was like, man.
What a memory.
Is
Yeah,
it a big
right.
city or is it
No,
smaller?
it's kind of a small city also.
Yeah.
But I want to get out, but it's fine.
Hey.
Do you like being in the bigger city like LA or?
I used to always want to live in LA
Mm-hmm.
because I thought that's where if you're gonna succeed somewhere,
Yeah, right.
it'd be LA. But now I don't have that mindset anymore.
Yeah.
So
No.
I don't know where I would want to live. Maybe like on a beach.
On the beach,
beach is nice.
chilling.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be nice. I mean, we're from Seattle. We moved down here 2019. So like we had a lot of talks about that too because we had the same mindset like you got to be in LA to be successful or do
Yeah.
things and
Right.
Seattle is not the biggest city. It's a big city but it's small as well, and we
Yeah.
don't Seattle doesn't cater to what we're doing like entertainment and all that. So like we had a lot of talks and we're like, we got to pull the trigger and just move down to LA and, make it happen.
Right.
And I mean, the fact you're from California anyways, you're not that far from LA. So it's
Right.
like, anyways, there are a lot of connections in California in general versus
Right.
like in Seattle, it's like we're smaller. So majority of the connections are in LA anyways. So it's like we would have to keep flying back and forth. I mean, how long is it drive from Vallejo to here? Is
it's
it not
like-
that bad?
I would say 5.5 hours, 6.
Yeah, so that's
not
too bad.
Not too bad.
But
Yeah,
if
at least it's not like a 20-hour drive from Seattle.
Right.
I know that would suck.
Yeah, and
That
moving
would-
down here was
Yeah.
How was that?
struggle.
no, it was the worst. I
Yeah.
would never do it again.
What was the process?
Well, I
Or how
moved down
long?
by myself first because I secured a job. I work at the hospital, and so I was able to get a job first. So I moved down, just filled up my car with everything I could, and came down here, stayed with a friend until I found a place, and then he came with his dad with a U-Haul,
Yeah.
and they drove down together
Yeah.
in separate cars.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, I had to do that shit by myself,
Yeah.
and it was like I tried to go all the way through. It was a 16-hour drive without stops. It took me about almost 18 hours, but of course I had to
No.
take some stops, and
Yeah, you gotta-
I was literally like an hour away, and I felt like I was falling asleep, and I was like, but I'm only an hour away, but I knew I couldn't make it, and I just called it quits, and I slept at a gas station.
No, that's
But,
good.
Yeah. No, it's
safe.
like the worst drive
That's
ever.
so dangerous.
I hate
Yeah.
it. No, especially at nighttime. When you're driving through the mountains at night, there's
Yeah.
no lights there.
There's no lights,
No
yeah.
lights. So it's
Scary.
like it is pretty scary, and like you only have your high beams, and pretty
Right.
much, and you just never know what's gonna pop out of there.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and-
Deers, animals.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I was driving down here. I probably saw like 2 or 3 killed deers off to the side of the road. So it's
Oh,
like, and it's late, like I said. So I'd
Yeah.
be terrified if I'm driving late at night and something runs out and
Right.
hits me.
Yeah.
Or I hit it.
you hit it, yeah.
Technically.
I think that's my biggest fear when I'm driving.
Yeah,
No,
especially
oh,
at night.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
a story about that. Like I've
You've killed some shit.
sort of, but
some
it
animals.
it's actually
Murder.
no.
The
I'm not
animal
a murderer.
killer.
I'm not a murderer.
The title of this podcast is Corey Saldana is an animal killer.
No. No, so I was driving late from home from work. I was leaving work. It was late at night. It was probably like 11:30 or something like that, right?
Okay.
And I'm going the regular speed limit on the side street too. And all of a sudden, I see this black cat run across and hits my car. Like literally his head
Damn.
nails my car, and I stop and I turn back around to check and see if he was okay, and he wasn't there. So I'm assuming he used one of his 9 lives. Assuming, I don't know. Like,
damn.
yeah, it was crazy, but it scared the
R.I.P. Black Cat.
No, I actually even got out of the car just to check up on him and see if he was like dead or anything, and if he wasn't, I was gonna do the right thing and like bring him to a vet or something,
Right.
even
Yeah.
though it was late at night, because I would feel hella bad if I killed something.
Yeah.
A crow has crashed in my car and it died, and that
Damn.
shit terrified me too.
Isn't that like I don't know. I always
feel
hear
like
about
it's-
superstitions and
I've seen that kind of stuff on movies. I forgot what movie it was, but it was like hella crows coming around attacking people, and I felt like
Damn.
that crow was one of those crows that was
Damn.
attacking
Yeah.
me, but he killed himself.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe it was just, maybe he thought it was time.
I mean, maybe. But there was like a whole bunch. Well, because like I was driving and then there was a whole bunch of crows there.
Damn.
And then they all lift up. But and then one literally just comes right at me. I'm like, I'm sorry to do that to you.
And of course, O'Donnell, the animal killer.
Yep.
No, I love animals. So I would
Put in
never
your
do
bio.
that.
Yeah, I know, right?
So your full name is Chelsea. And you go by Chell though.
I do go by Chell.
Is that-
my real name's actually Chelsea-Marie.
Okay.
Chelsea Marie.
Chelsea Marie. Yes.
Okay.
Marie.
So
Thanks, Mom.
is Chell like a thing that majority of your family uses or
No.
friends?
I actually go by the name of Chessa as a
Chessa.
nickname. Yeah, my
Chessa.
mom chose that. But yeah, no one has ever really called me Chell. I just wanted it to be different, just because like everyone in like high school,
Yeah.
they just all knew me by Chessa. So I was like, I just need like a new identity at first. So I have a friend named Red. I first started recording at his studio, and he was like, "So what's your artist name?" I was like, I don't know, Chelando. And then he's like, I think maybe like Chell. So shout out Red.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how I got Chell.
You know, it sounds like an
yeah.
artist name.
Yeah.
So is that what did you kind of also utilize that as maybe an artist name, or you're just trying to go with Chelsea maybe eventually, you know, once the music stuff blows up?
Maybe not. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never really liked the name Chelsea.
Okay.
It was always a little too girly for me.
So all your friends, do they all call you Chell?
Now they do.
Okay.
I've noticed that, like, even friends from like a lot of my friends, I don't really have lots of friends. I have like 5 friends, and
Hey, it's good to
yeah,
keep
it's
your
good. I
small
was gonna
your
say that.
friends small friend circles. So.
yeah, no.
for sure.
So I feel like all of them call me like Chell now, or like Kaka, you know,
Kaka.
some weird name,
weird
you know.
stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I mean,
we
we
got
we,
weird-
we
we
got
got
some
weird.
weird ass names for each other. So I mean,
He's definitely a small one.
no, we won't talk about that on here. But so I mean, you know, I wasn't sure. I kind of figured you were Filipino, but I wasn't sure. So I was gonna ask that, but you already told that to me before, or
yes.
told us before the podcast.
Right,
so
right.
Yeah.
have you been to the Philippines?
I've not. I've never been there. I do want to visit. I've always been a little bit scared, just because my family, when I was little, they'd be like, if you speak English, you're gonna get kidnapped. Don't wear anything flashy. You're gonna get kidnapped and robbed.
dang.
I was like, I'm anxiety. So I'm a little scared to go. But I'd love to go one day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
No, I haven't been there yet either. My dad is Filipino. I'm half white, half Filipino. And yeah, my dad's been wanting to take me there. And, you know, a lot of my family always says, you know, I should go there. But they also mentioned about that too. Like I would get kidnapped or something and they're going to sell me, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why that's
I
a
believe
thing.
that.
Well, why?
For you.
No, it is weird
Like
though.
a
Like,
Caucasian. Let's take him.
He's white.
He got money.
Yeah.
it's kind of weird that they
Wearing
would
champion. All brand. Take him.
No, but it's weird because it's my family telling me that.
Yeah.
They're telling me I would get kidnapped, you know, and I would get
scary at all.
sold, you know. So it is kind of weird. You know, have you thought about possibly breaking into the Filipino market as far as like a musician goes? I know you haven't been there yet, but like, you know, would you take the time to go there, see how it is, and try to break into the market over there?
You know, I've never really like thought about it too much. I would love to like interact with or just get into more of like the Filipino culture. I feel like growing up here, especially American Canyon, it's like, do you guys know where Napa is?
No.
It's like
Is it-
lots of Caucasians.
Oh, okay.
A whole lot of Caucasians. So I feel like growing up there, I feel like I had to act more white and like heighten my voice, like make myself sound a little bit more girly and more proper, and just
Yeah.
like full caucasity mode over here. But freak, I lost my train of thought talking about Caucasians.
Hey, it's all good.
Jeez. Oh, but I feel like I do want to get more into like getting into like my Filipino culture
Yeah.
and like maybe like I don't know, maybe Filipino song would be cool, or just
would
like
be dope.
Yeah.
I feel like Filipinos are like very supportive too
Yeah,
of
they
like
are.
artists.
They are.
They're talented.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, oh my god, they're so talented. There's me. But but
You're
yeah.
talented too.
Yeah, you
hey,
are.
yeah, you are.
Thanks,
You got a
guys.
great
Yes.
voice.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Yeah.
But I'd love to like get more with my Filipino side and work with Filipinos, and
Do you
That's
speak
why I'm-
Tagalog?
I can count to 10.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to practice then, I guess, if you're gonna make a Tagalog song.
I know.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that would be dope. You know, like I don't think you necessarily would have to create a Tagalog song like right on the spot, but
you
like
know.
getting yourself
Later
out
on.
there as like a Filipino artist in the Philippines, trust me, they will support you for sure.
Right.
You know, and-
we've seen a lot of love from the Philippines
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was so random because we you know, before we were uploading. A lot of Filipinos are on Facebook. I would say they're more on
Yes.
Yeah,
Facebook
they are.
than they are on Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, like we would upload videos on Facebook and, you know, we would, you know, put in ads a little bit and, you know, put places where we want it to be seen. Damn, we put it in the States, we put it in the Philippines. Literally all the comments, all the likes were people from the Philippines, which was crazy.
That's so cute.
Right.
You know, yeah. So, you know, it's definitely cool seeing, you know, a lot of Filipinos supporting, you know, their own kind. you know,
Yeah.
and
sure.
That's
Filipinos love Filipinos.
Yeah.
facts.
The love is
Yeah,
real.
It is. And that's why, you know, our guest last night also, yeah, like she's Filipino. And, you know, we were talking about that too. You know, about, I think it's important to try to, you know, definitely bring more Filipinos on the show. Because, of
Yeah.
course, you know, like I'm Filipino and I support it.
I look Filipino, but I'm not.
Yeah, he's not Filipino, but he has a lot of Filipino friends and stuff. And he supports the culture, though, too.
Of course, and I
anyways,
grew
you
up with Filipinos, loves the Filipino food. I know,
Yeah.
actually know more Tagalog than my own language. I'm Laos, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, no, we were talking about like, you know, it's definitely important to try to, you know, get more Filipinos out there and just help the culture
Yeah.
because there hasn't been like a super famous Filipino that has blew up here in the States yet. I would say the only person is Joe Coy.
Right.
yeah, for sure him. I mean,
Yeah.
there's also, I mean, her is like half.
Yeah.
She is
She's
half.
half
Yeah,
Filipino,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
like, you know, like a full Filipino.
Yeah, full
Right.
Filipino. And, you know, that's why it's hard because I know some, like, you know, actors in the Philippines, they, you know, like bigger ones, like Sam Milby, you know, Sam Milby and all those. So they're like famous, like Filipino actors. They've been on
cool.
like TV shows and movies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I've seen some of them try to come to the States in
Right.
LA and try to blow up as an actor, and it just doesn't happen. You know, so that's the thing that sucks. It's like you blow up in the Philippines, but you're trying to get worldwide, like internationally known.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
feel like the only way to do it is here in the States.
Right.
You know, so that's why, you know, I think it's definitely, you know, a good thing for all of us to support each other, you know, and, you know, help each other try to blow up in the States. And who
Right.
knows, you
Yeah.
know, it could possibly go somewhere bigger later.
Yeah. I think this
know.
year is a big year for the Asian culture in general because, like, BTS, you know,
Facts.
broke
Oh,
records, you
yeah.
know, and they're like really showing us out. And we finally are one step closer to having like the Asian comparison to like Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande, who's like
Yeah.
at the top charts.
Mm-hmm.
So I think by them like paving the way is going to open a lot of more doors for other Asian cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Are you
believe it.
are you a BTS fan?
I'm not. I've heard
just
a
had to
couple
ask.
songs from them.
Yeah.
But they have really good voices. I don't know. I haven't really like listened to them or taken the time to listen. I really like Joji. Joji
Joji is
oh,
pretty
I
fire.
love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
I think that's more my. He makes a lot of like
Emotional.
emotional. I think that's my range of
Sentimental.
emotions.
yeah. That's dope though.
Yeah, that is dope.
Thank you.
So, you know, being Filipino, especially at our, you know, when we have family parties and stuff, karaoke is very popular, you know, at family parties. So,
Tis
you know,
true.
yes. And so, you know, the fact that you are a singer, does your family look for you to be the one that entertains, like the family?
Yes. Me and my auntie. My
Okay.
auntie for sure.
Yeah.
They try to
Okay.
have my little sister perform and sing. She's a little shy. She has
Yeah.
a really good voice though.
Hey, that's dope. You might have to get her
Yeah.
on a track
Yeah.
sometime.
I know.
It's the Filipino genes.
Yes.
It really is.
What's your favorite song to sing for karaoke?
I love like anything Christina Aguilera, like
Okay.
Hurt by Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
And you have to have a strong voice for that
Yeah.
one.
You know,
Hey,
I-
your voice is pretty
That's
strong,
what I'm
though.
saying.
Your
That's
voice
what
is
I'm saying,
strong.
though.
Thank
Right.
you, thank
Yes.
you. Wow, I mean, her it doesn't compare to Christina Aguilera's. I hope like eventually my voice like one day evolves,
Yeah.
and I am Christina.
It will. It will, for sure.
Thanks, guys.
No, I know like probably the one I hear on repeat all the time at my family parties is I don't know if it's the exact title, but you know, I can do it my way. You know that one?
Wait.
It's literally
Is it?
I hear it all the time at Filipino family parties.
He's only half Filipino, so he can't really sing.
Hey, I take more of my
The genes
Filipino
is not
side than I
strong.
would my white side.
Yeah,
So
that is
no,
true.
but yeah, like literally every time I walk into a family party, I hear that song playing.
Is that the one? Is that Frank Sinatra song?
I think yeah, Frank Sinatra. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dion.
Do you hear that quite often at Filipino family parties?
Yes, a little sad. A lot. I shouldn't say a lot. A lot of my family's kind of passing away. Like I don't know. I feel like every often, but our family before, we would have a lot of family parties, and I feel like that I would hear.
Yeah. No, I you know, that's kind of happened to me and my family as well. You know, it's like my grandpa, you know, he passed away in 2007, and he was literally the one that kept, you know, the family together, and you know, we would have family parties all the time, and you know, Filipino food, Filipino karaoke, literally,
yeah.
Everything,
It was
you
the
know,
best.
yeah, you know, it is, and you know, like I said, like I feel like after he kind of passed, it's like, you know, everybody went their separate ways. You know, we talk here and there, and we got together a little here and there, and but it's just not like what it's used to. And Filipino family parties are literally the best. Like they are so fun to be at, and you know, like of course the food is good.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
there's always so much food.
oh yeah, and they
Bringing
keep telling
like
you
3
to
plates.
they keep telling you to eat more and eat more. You know,
I'm gonna throw up.
no, they're the best, and yeah, you know, that's definitely one thing I reflect on too. Is like, you know, family is definitely important, and you know, I hope, you know, with our family we can get together a little bit more, and you know, have more Filipino parties.
Yeah, that's what I hope for soon.
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
So definitely want to start getting into more of the music side of things. How did you get into doing music?
Well, starting off with karaoke. Yep. I would
Origin
always
roots.
Yes, always singing karaoke with my family. So there's that. Also, when I was little, I would make up songs when I would be sad about things. Like I was like 3 years old, crying in the corner, singing about how I'm in the corner and sad, and like other traumatic experiences, but whatever. Also, I think it was in 6th grade, I had a couple friends and they're like, oh, let's make a singing group. So we had a singing group. We didn't really make any songs together, but I just started writing. I feel like I started like actually like writing songs from there, other than like making up songs like out loud and not writing it down or anything. But 6th grade, probably a starting point for actually writing music. And then I would also do like shows. I sang a Taylor Swift song at a play I was in. I was Miss Capulet for Romeo and Juliet. But I sang in like the intermission. What else did I do? In high school, I also did like some other shows, like little talent shows with my friends. I never sang by myself, but we did like covers like Sam Smith and Beyonce and all that.
Okay.
But like actually like doing my own music, that was like maybe a couple years ago.
Okay.
When I actually like started putting music out.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, I mean, it started, so I brought up my friend Red, who helped me kind of with my artist name. I started recording at his studio, but how he found me was through like Instagram. I would post like songs, so I would find beats on YouTube and just write beats.
Right.
Or write songs to those beats, and I would just post them on Instagram, and then he found me, and then he was like, hey, I have a studio, you can come and like I think like you can make music and whatever. So I went over there, and that's kind of like the starting point of life for me. So so yeah, now I am actually signed with like a label.
Oh, nice.
So they're called Just Breathe. They're over in Concord, in California. So I record over there now, and that is my life now.
That's what's up. So how old were you when you first started You mentioned you used to sing at karaoke.
Oh my gosh.
So would you say that's when you started at a young age?
Yeah. I would get 100 on Rubber Ducky.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
Because even though you just started music, say a few years ago, you can definitely tell, especially when you're record your acoustics, like your range is like very mature, you know. So it seems like you've been singing for a long time, and it kind of tells.
Thank you. Oh, what's that one song? My Heart Will Go On. That was also my song when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
That's a hard one.
Yeah,
too.
it is.
Yeah, that's a hard
She's
one.
like, I'm gonna practice this until I get it. Every party.
Every part, even if my voice cracks, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Did you practice that a lot, just to hit the notes right?
You know, I've never really like practiced. I would like just sing whenever it was like my time to go on karaoke. I would just go for it.
Okay.
So practice was never a thing, like even before.
I totally forgot. I used to take piano and vocal lessons.
Okay.
For like I don't know how long it was, maybe like a year. But I had that. I feel like that was like pretty much my practice, and I did choir.
Oh, okay.
In middle school and high school, but that was pretty much my practice. But like as far as like hitting like actual like high notes, I think it's just me like in my car or in the shower and just going for it.
Hey, you gotta go for those high notes. Those are definitely hard, and
For sure.
I've tried it myself, and you know my voice just cracks all over.
You gotta
so
try
hear
it right
him
now,
every
right now. Come
no,
on.
I can't.
He's only half.
I don't got the full Filipino
Yeah.
genes in me, so you know I only got that half gene. So you kind of mentioned you were when you were on the play of Romeo and Juliet, you were singing songs
Yeah.
in intermission.
I did
So
sing.
did you have to like dress up in like Romeo and Juliet wardrobe or?
I think it was I believe it was like a modern day
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So was
so I
it like
didn't have to-
streetwear and stuff like that?
I think it was. I totally forgot what I had to wear, but definitely not in those like.
Yeah.
No.
How was that experience of like singing like on a stage rather than, you know, of course, like singing at home or in the shower and karaoke?
Thank God I was with someone else singing, but
You're right.
pretty nerve wracking.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
How many people were there? What'd you say?
Well, it was like I think it was like a pretty full gym.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of people. Also, good thing you can't really see them.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
that is
It's like
true.
it's like pitch
Dark,
black and
yes.
like all I see is like a
Spotlight.
light, so
That's
a little
true.
blinding. So that helped, but me knowing that there are people there,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, so scary.
Well, I mean, it went well though, anyways, right?
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't know if there's a video out there, but I don't ever want to see it.
So, I mean, you mentioned you went for vocal lessons. Does that mean you didn't go to school at all
I
for
did.
music?
I never went to school for music.
Okay.
That's never really like crossed my mind to do that. Never really
Yeah.
crossed my mind. I mean, I think just growing up as a Filipino,
Yeah.
and just Asian in general,
Yeah.
I was originally gonna be a vet, and then I switched to like nursing, and then
Oh, okay.
I switched to like
course.
X-ray tech, and then back to like veterinary stuff. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my family, my grandparents especially, they're like the most important people in my life. Sorry, Mom. My mom's also after them, so I apologize. But they're like the most important people to me, and they're
Right.
very conservative and very traditional.
Of
And
course.
I feel like since they're like the first generation that has moved here, so they just probably want the best for me, and they don't
course.
think. I mean, my grandma's more supportive now, but she still wants me to finish school.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
But music was not very.
Yeah.
It's not real to my family, so
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, that's one thing we talked about too is like, you know, you have to like kind of have a 9 to 5 in order to support your dreams.
yeah.
But it's also, you know, taking priority of what you want to do. And if you already know you want to do music, you have to kind of prioritize in your mind that like, okay, this is a 9 to 5, but you have to put more energy after your 9 to 5, you know, and really push it until that becomes a full time. And then, you know, I come from a first generation too. And, you know, you kind of have to prove to your parents, you know, afterwards, after you're getting money, then they're like, oh,
Wow.
this is a thing. Wow.
Big baller.
You know, and then they're like, and then, you know, they start opening up and being supportive because, yeah, you're right. Like at the end of the day, they just want you to be successful and want the best for you. And that's the only way they know.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
so of course, right now we're living in a bigger and new generation. So they don't know. So of course, like it's going to take some time for them to warm up.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's understandable. And you know, like a lot of, you know, like you're still in the you know, you're still doing veterinary stuff, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to Chico right now, going to school for animal science, and I have no idea what I want to do. I work at a vet clinic.
Okay.
So,
We interrupt this episode with a word from our sponsor. Are you looking for a way to energize for the day? We got a product that will do just that.
Introducing Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs is a keto-friendly, zero-calorie, zero-sugar-based energy drink that introduces nootropics to sharpen focus and increase reaction time.
Gamer Subs is also organic caffeine based that will maximize energy and endurance. To make it easier, each scoop used is 100 milligrams so you don't go over your daily limit.
Each tub of Gamer Subs contains 100 servings. Gamer Subs also provides caffeine-free tubs for those that just want their daily vitamin dose without the need for caffeine.
Not only do they have energy drinks, they also have dope merch such as these waifu cups, t-shirts, and hoodies, and much more.
Are you ready to energize with Gamer Subs?
Use our code Artistry Drop on their website and receive a 10% off discount.
Hey, now back to the show.
I mean, do you
wanna work there
are you
forever.
looking to elevate your music career?
I'd love to do that. That is like my top priority. But my grandparents
Yeah,
think
of course.
otherwise. So
Yeah.
just trying to make them happy
Of course.
while trying to make myself happy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
you know, sometimes, you know, we had to talk about this before too, you know, about, of course, you know, your family, like, they're one of your biggest supporters, you know, and stuff like that. But of course, you have dreams. You have dreams yourself, you know, and sometimes you got to try to push towards what you're also trying to achieve, you know.
Right.
Sorry if that offends like the family or anything,
Yeah.
but honestly, like just like my family, you know, like they fully support me in what I was trying to do. You know, I'm in the process of becoming a filmmaker. You know that, music videos and all that stuff. And sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to try to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. You know, even if that means, sorry, mom and dad, like I got to do this, you know. And I've done that many times to my parents too.
Yeah.
But it's like now that I've proven them wrong, now they see the vision that I've been going with. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like I have to explain it to my parents and be like, you know, this is what I'm trying to do, like step by step, till they fully understand it.
Yeah.
Then once it's to the point where they understand it, they're like, okay, we see what you're trying to do. You know, go ahead and do what you need to do, and you know, try to be successful.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what that's one of the things that happened moving out here. You know, my parents weren't really fully supportive of moving out here at the first time, but you know, I had to take a big talk with them and be like, you know, I know you guys don't want me to leave, you know, here and stuff like that, but I was like, I got to go down there because that's where my job is, you know, that's where my career is.
Your
And
parents, man, my parents.
it
took some time.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, it wasn't something that, you know, I was like, hey, mom, I'm going to move to LA.
Right.
I was like, oh, yeah, go ahead and do that. You know, like, it's not like that, you know, of course, you know, like, you know, it took time to try to convince my parents, you know, to understand what I'm doing down here, because of course they were worried, like, am I going to make enough money to live down here? Am I going to secure a job? And, you know, am I going to be okay living on my own? And, you know, of course with him, but, you know, I had to take the steps and be like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And, you know, just keep letting them know, give them some insurance that I will be fine, you know?
Yes.
So literally I had to draw out a plan and show them exactly, and then they're like, okay, now we know what you're trying to do, and then, you know.
I think also too,
good
like
thing.
it also reassured them that we were moving down together
Yeah.
because our families
that
know
helps.
each other.
Yeah.
Back at home, and so once we, you know, talked to them and we told them, you know, we're gonna take care of each other, you know, we're gonna do this. I think they kind of
That
got
helped
a little bit.
Yeah.
a lot. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
did help.
sure.
But it was a long process. It wasn't something,
bet.
you know, I've been trying to move down to LA since like 2015, I think, because, you know, I went to one film school in Seattle. And then after that, after I came out to LA for vacation, I found out about the Los Angeles Film School and looked into it. I was like, oh, this place is dope. Applied for it. And, you know, as soon as I got accepted in, I was like, okay, I want to move to LA now. You know, so it was literally a step, and it took me 4 years just to get here. But, you know, I finally got to where I want to be. But that was also after graduation. You know, after I graduated film school, then I was finally able, I felt free. Like, you know, I'm done with school now. I can pretty much do what I wanted to do down here, you know, and get going and stuff like that. So,
that's so cool.
It
Go, you guys.
Thank you.
let's
It's
go.
a long step, but
You'll be there soon.
Applause.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you.
no, yeah, like I said, you know, like sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and you know, just set your goals aside, and you know, just write them all down, and you know, show them to everybody. This is the steps I'm gonna take, and you're gonna be successful.
Yeah,
if you do it.
and there's a quote that I follow is like, success is like a lonely road, because like the only one who's really pushing you is like yourself. And you know, a lot of people are not going to believe you, and a lot of people are not going to support you, but once you make it, then all of a sudden everybody's there, you know, so you kind of have to do it for yourself sometimes.
Even your friends, like some of your friends may not even support you, but once you blow up, then they're like, hey, Chell, we're here now. You know, so
Gosh.
Didn't you say you wanted to work together?
Hey, that could happen. So you just got to be careful once you do blow up, you know.
I mean,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry I cut you off
No,
there.
it's okay.
No.
I mean, it kind of sucks that it's like that, because I mean, there are some friends that are like that, and also like some family which like fucking sucks. But also I wanted to give a shout out to my mother.
Hey.
But my mom has I feel like such a mother's girl. I've never been like this. I feel like it just started as I grew up. As I turned like 20 something.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
But shout out to my mom, because I feel
Shout
like my
out,
mom,
Hey,
she's always been so like supportive with my music.
And that's what you need, honestly. Like having your parents support you, like I said, it gives you a boost in what you're trying to do as well.
Yeah, and I told her, I was like, I want to drop out of school this semester, and she was like, we'll talk about it. I think it's just because my grandparents, because they really want me to do school, but I don't want to. Yeah. But how
much do you have left? How much longer?
I think I have like 3 semesters.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but
yeah. But you got other things in plan.
I know, yeah. I was talking in the other interview that I did. I was saying like, if I didn't do school, if I just focused strictly on music this year, then I feel like I could like make a big dent in my music career. If I just focused on that. But here I am.
No. It'll happen because you know, like I said, you know, I was in the same thing. You know, back home, going to school full time, working a full-time job, and doing, you know, photography, filmmaking on the side. It's a process, you know. Like I said, it's not gonna happen overnight, but if, like I said, you do have to keep yourself busy as well, and you know, keep creating music, even if you're working and you know doing whatever. Like just keep doing it, because it will take you somewhere eventually. You know, and like I said, that's how we were doing it, literally full-time jobs, school, and still grinding, doing our stuff. And I mean, you know, look what we're doing now. You know,
I mean, it kind of prepares you to, you know, like being able to multitask with every aspect of your life. Like now we moved to LA. Yeah, we're not in school, but with the shoots and the work, and you know, we work our 9 to 5, and then afterwards, you know, we're working another 9 to 5. So being busy, like literally from like 8 a.m. to like 10, 11 p.m. Like it kind of prepared us in a way too. So
this is almost like a 9 to 5 right here. Like this podcast, like no joke, like crazy. Ever since we started the podcast, it's like, you know, we started with the whole branding, trying to get, you know, trying to brand everything correctly, get it out there, and you know, start getting people to follow us and see exactly what we're about. And now it's to the point where people are hitting us up to be on the show, and it's like, damn, this thing has turned into like a full-time job. But it's awesome, you know, because we love doing this. We love talking with people and connecting with people, and I mean, we've been having fun doing this. So and like I said, we're happy to have you on the show.
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
So going forward, you know, your sound, like as soon as I heard some of your music before, it kind of gave me like some Macy Gray vibes or some Lupe Fiasco vibes. Have they been your inspiration at all?
No.
Because I like. Did you grow up on Macy Gray or anything?
I talked about Christina Aguilera. I grew up on her. Whitney Houston, like Frank Sinatra, Elvis, old stuff. Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight is dope too.
So I feel like I grew up mostly on like old stuff, and also like Disney stuff. I saw your podcast and like Hannah Montana, love her.
Yeah.
Love her.
Best of
He
both
does
worlds.
too. He does too. So
Who doesn't love the best of both worlds? Come on.
you love Hannah Montana though.
I mean, and the best of both worlds.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So yeah, I love like Disney's
Yeah.
like Selena Gomez and like
All
all
the
that.
way.
Like I don't know why. It's like a huge like. I mean, I love like all types of music though, like
Yeah.
country, like rock, and like. Yeah, but I feel like Disney shit, that's always gonna be my
that's
go-to.
dope,
Yeah. Only reason why I said Macy Gray is because I grew up on Macy Gray.
That was
And
before our time.
yes, it is. So it is before your guys' time, but that was during like my middle school years, and Rachel didn't even know, my girlfriend. She didn't even know, who Macy Gray was, and I was
don't
like,
know
I
who
showed
she
her
is.
your song, and then I was like, let me show you Macy Gray now. And she's like, okay, yeah, the beats have some compare. It's not the voice; it's more like the sound.
The sound of it.
Yeah, the sound and the beats. I was like, yeah, that's some Macy Gray vibes. And then
can see that.
I'm gonna have
and
to
then
look her up,
look her
honestly.
up, and her voice is amazing too. It had the tone is definitely different than yours, but she also has a strong voice just like yours.
Oh,
So that's
dope.
why that's
Thank
another
you.
thing why I was like, hey, Macy Gray vibes,
Yeah.
And then when I refer to Lupe Fiasco, it's more of the beat side of things, not his voice or anything.
Right.
I am
So,
Lupe Fiasco.
yeah. So would you say those were, like what you just mentioned, like Disney and all those are like your main inspirations for like music, or who, like, would you say like are your top 3 inspirational artists?
Inspirations? That's really tough.
We got to make it tough.
I know that is so tough. I don't know why I didn't even think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I'm just hearing my breathing. Right now.
Well, Christina Aguilera.
I gotta.
Christina Aguilera
Well,
is one of
I'll
them.
say her. Who else is my inspiration?
Hannah Montana.
I do love Miley Cyrus. Yes, love that girl. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's really tough, and I feel like my music too. It doesn't sound like a lot of music that people make now, and it's a little hard for me to relate to people.
It's good that
I
it's
don't know.
different though. That's gonna separate you from a lot of artists.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Your sound definitely is different, but it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to sit on this question and think. I mean, yeah.
Would you say like, I mean, you can't name your top 3,
Yeah,
but
no.
you have what, like a top 100 or?
I mean, she named like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Maybe I'll probably add Bruno Mars in there.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
That is,
Love him. He's very out there. I love that.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
No, he is
He
a
is.
legend. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is a
He
legend.
is. I'll
Yeah.
say him. Okay.
Do you think you have a really strong voice, by the way? And do you ever think about going to American Idol or doing The Voice at all? Because I can see you on there for sure.
I could too.
Yeah.
Competitions freak me out.
Really? Okay.
I think I just hate like comparing myself to other people.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So just like the thought of like being in a competition where I know that there are people better than me.
Yeah.
It overwhelms me.
Yeah.
So I've never thought about that. And then also like my grandparents, I've talked about this before, but like they are always thinking that American Idol is like the way to success.
Of course. That's what's on TV.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
No,
actually had our boy Will.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
On American Idol, and he's like, American Idol was cool. He made it all the way to like the semifinals, and
That's sick.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, American Idol was cool, but it didn't really do anything for me besides give me clout like at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And make dope connections, but as far as my music and all that stuff goes, like, at the end of the day, it didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not to be like, not to like talk shit about like the American Idols who have won in the past. I mean, like Kelly Clarkson, she did make it big, but a lot of them, I don't know if it's maybe like contracts are under or whatever, but like they don't like get past a certain point of like stardom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I mean, like, going back to our boy Will, yeah, like what he said is it literally is just for clout. It's not going to take you anywhere. You're going to get famous from it. People will notice you, but literally your music career will not go anywhere. I'd say maybe, because he never mentioned, like, if you won. Yeah. If you won, maybe that will take you somewhere because you're going to get signed to a record label and, all that stuff.
That's
so
true.
that's a different, but yeah, I mean, being on the show and, going through the whole race of trying to win, if you don't win, you really just did, get clout. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, at least you get a little some fans maybe.
yeah, you do.
For sure. Some followers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But going back to your music, like you said, you started like 2 or 3 years ago. What made you like want to focus more on music, and how was that experience for you? Especially since your grandparents said, they want you to go to school.
Yeah. So I think it was when I turned. Well, I was already like kind of writing music, but so 20 Mood is a song I wrote that's on my EP. I wrote that song when I turned 22.
Okay.
But that was sort of like a turning point for me. So basically what that song is about, it's about being in your 20s, not knowing what you want to do, and you're just lost. And basically like with that song, like, of course, I'm still doing it, but I'm living for my grandparents. I'm not living for them because I'm not doing what they would want me to do.
Right.
I'm working with animals, and my grandpa didn't really want me to do that. But it's better than being a musician.
Right.
To him. But yeah, that's what the song is about. And what was the question?
When did you decide to take it seriously?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, that song. I took it seriously because of that song. When I wrote it, I was just writing about like my feelings about like I'm living this life that's just not for me. Like this is not my path, and this is like I'm fucking depressed. I'm not happy at all, and so I just started writing more music and just putting those songs out. And that made me happy. Going for it, and like hearing like the feedback that people would give me, like I'm like, oh shit, maybe I could do something with this. So
Is that what made you like want to record a music video after hearing that feedback, releasing it, or was like you heard that feedback after the video?
Well, I like would show my family, and they're like, oh wow, and then just the feedback, getting the feedback, it like boosted my ego a little bit. So it definitely.
Now you're here.
Yeah.
Now I'm here. Yep.
No, that's understandable because even like it's, of course, when we have our own like work that we do as far as music videos go and stuff like that. But aside from that, with the Artistry Drop and the podcast, it's like whenever majority of our guests come over and they mention damn, this is dope, and you guys are doing something. That gives us an ego boost too, so it's like, okay, we're doing something here.
You guys are.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
But like, same thing as you. I feel like, when people are telling you like, keep going, or this is dope, or of course it's going to keep boosting you to do what you want to do. And, like I said, it goes the same with us for this. It's like people love it. We got to keep giving it to the people, for you, people love it. You got to keep giving it to the people.
Yeah.
So
keep leveling it up.
Yep.
Thank you.
So you just released your EP, like you mentioned. I'm in a 20 mood. What was the exact story between the whole? What was the exact story behind the title of the EP? Is it just being in your 20s?
Being in your 20s, not knowing what the heck is going on, and just choosing your happiness.
Yeah. So would you dedicate that to more people that are in like their 20s or something like that?
Yeah, I know there's some people in their 30s too. So shout
that
out
would
to
be me
20
right
and
there.
30s.
I think a lot of people could relate with that for sure, because being in your 20s too, like you got out of high school a few years ago, and then now you're just really trying to find yourself, whether it's like career, music, or whatever you went to school for, and you kind of have to go against the grain with your parents sometimes, and move to different places, explore yourself, reflect on who you are as a person. So I definitely think like people could resonate with that for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
you know what? I never thought about it like that, actually, because that is right. Like in my 20s, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do until like my later 20s, so I didn't actually graduate from high school. I was like a failure in high school. And then, I didn't even think about going back to school at all, going to college or anything like that, And eventually came the time where it was like, you know, I started doing photography, music videos and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, this shit is fun. You know, I think I want to go back to school, you know, so went to get my GED. That was like, damn, I think I was like 26 when I decided I was like, I want to do this shit, you know, so got my GED, went back to school, went to 2 colleges for film school. And I mean, now I'm here. You know, so I mean, the 20s, I never thought about it like that, but yeah, I mean, 20s is definitely when you try to find yourself and think about what you want to do.
Coming
Because
from an old man, yeah, reflecting back on his good days.
Okay, you don't look old. You don't look old.
I know, thank you, I
He's like,
appreciate
you're like
that.
20.
No, I know a lot of people say that, and you know, I feel like once I hit my 60s, I'll still probably look the same.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully,
Yeah, his
you know?
dad actually.
It's the
looks really
Filipino
young.
genes.
Yeah.
It's the Filipino genes.
Yeah.
Thank
My
God.
dad, yeah, my dad is actually 65, and people sometimes think that he's my brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
I bet
so-
he feels good about that.
No, he does look hella young.
He's kind of fit too.
He is fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's way fitter than I am. So,
Yeah.
when you put together your EP, what was the thought process of everything?
Well, so when I created the EP or put everything all together, I was signed with Just Breathe, the label. And so I have already written like these songs like before I even like got signed with them. When I signed with them, I was like, hey, like I have these songs that I have already wrote to, and I bought licenses to the beats. So I just want to put them together. So really what I just did was just go through the beats, see what sounded, see what like flowed into the next song. And that's sort of how I did how I ordered and structured it. There's really like no other than 20 Mood, there's really no like other song, I guess, that correlates to being in a 20 mood.
Yeah.
But I mean, but yeah. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you licensed beats. Like, does that mean you haven't really worked with producers much, or are you just kind of taking beats from
YouTube.
From YouTube? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, that's you know, I think that's perfectly fine because there are people that do that. You know, if they don't have contacts with like beat producers and you know stuff like that. I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? You know,
Right.
unless you make your own beats.
I wish I could make my own beats, but that's a lot of work.
It is.
But luckily now with my label, like, so they can make the beats for me. So thank God, because with how the licensing goes for like the YouTube beats that I have to literally go 50-50 with them.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, give them their credit. Sorry, I have to burp.
Thank
you. Okay.
No, you're good.
But I'd rather not go 50-50 with them.
Of course.
So with my label, what is in my contract, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I mean, they don't really care either.
Yeah.
But I go 50-50 with them. But I mean, and I would give them like mixing, mastering credit and all that.
Yeah.
And with like the beats I got from YouTube, so I would go 50-50 with that producer on YouTube. And then I'll still have to like give some credit to my label as well. So that still like leaves me with like 40% that I'm getting, and I'm getting less than the producer, which sucks.
Right.
But so with my label now, like they're gonna be making beats, and I'm literally just gonna go 50-50 with them, and that's it. And like there's no other people.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about like actually working with a producer like from scratch and being in the studio for like a long hour until the song is done, kind of a thing?
I have a couple songs. Oh, sorry, getting comfy. I have a couple songs that I haven't released that I have made with them, and I didn't really finish them. But yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, because I think
already,
that's like a more like organic way, and I feel like the product at the end is more finished and tuned to you specifically.
Yeah.
When it's like that, because same thing with us when it comes to filmmaking, doing music videos. You know, instead of like the artist paying like a filmmaker just to shoot their music video, we actually sit down with the artist, edit with them, brainstorm with them, and the end product is always way more fire than that they expected than we expected, because we were sitting with them from the very beginning.
Yeah, facts.
You know, so
Very
yeah.
true. Very
Yeah,
true.
I feel like you got to sit with a producer and make that shit
Just do-
happen.
And I think once you sit down with a producer, you're gonna create heat.
Yeah.
Because I've literally like every time I've seen somebody work with an actual producer in the studio, there's heat.
Yeah.
And you're already in the process. of working with the producers there. So I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Because you also like feed off of each other's energy too when you're in there, and it elevates both of you. Making the beat and also writing. Your performance. So like. Yeah, you definitely feed off each other.
Yeah, because another thing is too, is like, like if you hear a beat and you're like, can you add this in there? This might sound dope. Or, can you delete this from there? It's like you actually are able to adjust the beat that how you would want it to sound like. And kind of going into that, like, do you have ideas in your head of what like a beat, like in your head, do you have sounds of a beat that you would want to like put down?
No, so how I like write right now, I still kind of do that whole like YouTube beat process. But I'll write to that, and then they'll like create like a beat, kind of similar to that, and kind of give their like own little twist on it. So that's sort of how I'm doing right now. Before like. When I was little, I would have like little tunes I would make up in my head and stuff. So I feel like before I was probably able to do that, but now I think I've just grown so like used to just like scrolling through YouTube and like finding beats, and just like I'll have to listen to it and just if I can like write to it, then I'll just write. So that's sort of my creative process.
Oh, okay. So you write your own music, and do you say more often do you listen to the beat first before you write, or do you write and then
I listen first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes for me.
Yeah, because we have talked about that too, and there are people that do it differently.
Right.
They'll either write the song and then find a beat that matches, or they'll find the beat and then write to the song.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody has like their own way of creating magic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, you go ahead.
You go ahead.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, I mean, there's some things I write in like my notes that I will like some thoughts, not necessarily like melodies or anything, just like thoughts. And then I'll like find a beat and I'll be like, oh, this sounds like it could fit here. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. But other than that, usually it's the other way around.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Like one person I've noticed like has the way they do it, and Kiana kind of mentioned this last night, but sometimes they'll come up with like a melody in their head or and kind of hum it out. But one person I know that has done it consistently is Charlie Puth. I don't know if you've seen his process, but he'll literally take out his phone and hum out all the melodies and then lay them down, like as a beat. I was like, damn, that shit is crazy.
That guy's dope.
Yeah, he's dope.
I like his TikToks and stuff.
Yeah, the way he have you seen him do it?
I've seen TikToks.
That's so dope how that's his process, and everybody has their own process. So it's really cool to see how everybody takes the steps to create something magical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So kind of like what you mentioned, about writing music and stuff like that. Do majority of your songs come from like real world experiences, or are they just kind of, fantasy, stuff like that you just think about and you lay it down?
So I do write about my own experiences. I will also write about some of my friends' experiences or other people's experiences and like movies, and I play Sims.
Okay.
I have written about my Sims characters before.
Hey,
that's a good thing.
What Sims you play? Sims 3?
Sims 4.
Sims 4? Okay.
Yeah. Sims 3, I feel like that's probably like the best Sims. The only thing, it's like super slow on the laptop now, or like compared to Sims 4. So I'm like, oh.
I bought her Sims 4 like 2 years ago, and she still hasn't even she hasn't installed it on her computer.
Shame on you.
We should all play Sims 4. That'll be fun.
I'll make a trip down here just to play Sims.
Is that one of your favorite games that you play?
Heck yeah, that's literally like the only game I play.
Yeah, I used to play Sims all the time. Like I used to play. I don't know if you guys even know this. This is during my time, but it was like SimCity. Do you know SimCity?
Yeah.
Do you know SimCity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, Roller Coaster. See, you know some old people stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, see, there you
I'm
go.
a real gamer. I'll go back.
No, I mean, that's good.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Sega.
Yes.
Dreamcast.
There you go. See, he knows all the gaming stuff because
Yeah.
he's a gamer. So it's like, whenever I have to,
And he's just old. So
yeah. See,
that's how we know.
That's the thing. Like he literally always you probably seen her
That
episode,
podcast,
always making fun of my age. So I mean, this is just a thing. I have to. you know,
live with,
and you know, take on.
Man,
So
yeah.
hey, it's all good though. So you've released about what 5 or 6 music videos on your YouTube channel so far?
It's maybe
Around there?
about five,
Okay,
6.
5 music
I think
videos?
5. I don't know, but it sounds about right.
I counted, and I think like it's because one of them is like an acoustic.
Oh,
one,
one was like a cover.
a cover. Yeah. So I think I excluded that one out. So
Okay.
When it comes to your music videos, though, do a majority of like the concept, the ideas, does that usually come from you, or is that something that comes from like the videographer you work with, or?
So, I mean, I come up with some ideas. Oh, well, I have like ideas of like where to go, like locations, like everything. I like decide outfits and all that. And then when we get there, I feel like that's when we like really decide like what the heck we're doing, because we're. The last video I did though, that was with XI Visual, XI Company. They're very dope. So TJ and Blake, they created that video, and I feel like they did. I mean, I of course chose the location, but I like literally put I gave them all the creative ideas and stuff. They're dope. They did my 5-4 video. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but that one was
We've seen all your
Yeah, we
videos.
saved all of it.
oh man, the pressure. But they did that. That one, that was crazy. But I gave them full creative direction.
Yeah, creative control of whatever.
Yeah, that's dope. So I noticed that just a couple of days ago you released your first lyric video, Raging Waters. What made you like go with the lyric video for this first time?
So my grandma, I showed her Raging Waters. She was the first person I showed that song to. And when I showed her the song, she cried. And she also was like, "What's the words?" I was like, "All right, gonna have to make a lyric video for this woman." So, and then she also, so even before I even released the frickin' song, my grandma sent it to like her friends and family in the Philippines and her family here. And then she even sent them the lyrics so they can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
So I was like, all right, well, I really have to make a lyric video for this.
Yeah.
because of her.
Yeah.
So,
okay, that's
yeah.
dope.
That's dope though. Yeah. You're actually considering, you know, like your grandma and maybe some older folks, and you know, if they can't understand, at least it's there so they can read it.
Exactly.
So hey, that's super considerate though.
Now
Thank
that
you.
you mentioned that, the lyric video does look like something you would see at karaoke.
We interrupt this episode with a word from our sponsor. Are you a gamer and looking to amp up your gaming setup? Then we've got an amazing gaming brand for you. Tilted Nation strives to get their customers involved with their development process of new products in order to establish a personal connection and not to mention truly optimized products for the gaming community. They want to go beyond developing amazing products and to lead the gaming community into a united community that works together. A community that pushes gaming essentials to unimaginable heights. They've hooked us up with amazing gear such as this gaming headset stand, mouse pads, and this awesome laptop RGB stand right below my laptop. And now they're hooking you guys up. Use the discount code Artistry Drop on their website, link below, and receive a 15% discount. Now back to the show. Yeah, it does. It does.
No, it does.
Yeah, it does.
With the beach, you know, kind of blurred out.
Your grandma and everybody's gonna sing along with it. And
Exactly. Yeah. I was thinking. I was like, yep, gotta do it like that.
Yeah.
A little vintage looking.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
pay
dope,
some
though.
tribute.
Yes, exactly.
To how you started karaoke.
Hey, yeah. Didn't think of that, but
I didn't think about that either.
we'll say that now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, when it comes to like your music videos, do you tend to work with the same people or you work with different people most of the time?
Well, I'd like to. So I have shot with Jason. He has a clothing brand, and he does like videography and photography.
Okay.
He's very dope. So I like to stick with him because I'm loyal.
Hey.
Hey, we know how that is too.
it
Yeah.
is.
So, but I would love to shoot with you guys also.
Hey.
Hey, we love to shoot.
Yes.
Like we already talked about it. I mean, we were supposed to shoot the Christmas one.
Oh my
but,
God.
You know, hey, if you
Yeah.
want to wait till then this Christmas, I mean that's fine. But yeah, no, like I said, you know, I would already love to work with you and shoot an adult video.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And our process is a little bit long. You know,
Yeah.
because we literally try to nail down everything.
Everything.
You know, and like I said, if you're down, bring
I'm
us
so
a project and we'll get to work on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're definitely down.
Yeah,
I
we
might
are.
want to shoot something sooner with you guys.
Hey, let's do it.
I have
go.
another project I'm working on.
Hey, let's do
Hey,
it.
let's go.
I mean, you've seen our videos and you know what to expect. So
Yeah, you guys are sick.
Hey, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thank you.
We appreciate it.
We
so
only producing fire. From
yeah,
here
that's
on out.
that's how we do. So
Yes, sir.
Flames only here.
yeah, no,
Hey.
when you're ready, just let me know. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So, have you performed live at all?
I have. I don't know how many times, but I could probably count them on my one hand. But I have performed. My first performance I actually did last year in March.
Yeah.
It's at the Heart Project. And they are basically like not marketing. What the freak is it called?
Like a festival?
No,
Or-
no. Geez, the word just like slipped out of my head.
Fundraising? No. Okay.
We're just
I'm thinking about
about-
the Heart Project.
Yeah, I know
Heart
that kind of
Project.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But they just get they just have like everyone meet. Freak, I can't even think of the word. I'm
It's the
sorry.
drink.
It-
The drink
It's
is,
the
the
drink.
drink is coming.
The drink is getting you.
But anyways, I performed there.
Okay.
I performed there. They had 2 events last year,
Mm-hmm.
and they just have everyone come and meet and socialize
Yeah,
and
okay.
stuff. And it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Is that
Very
like your
fancy
only
schmancy.
live performance or?
What else? I performed at a bar.
Okay,
Okay.
So there's that. Where else have I performed? 2 bars.
2 bars.
2 bars. And then I also performed at my friend Pamela. So she has a brand called Lux P Aesthetics, and she does like body sculpting and like teeth whitening. So
Okay.
I performed at her opening day for her shop. So there's that. I think that's all my performances. So
Hey, that's dope.
Hey,
So, yeah.
that's dope, yeah.
yeah,
What's
pretty cool.
your favorite part about performing live? Would you say?
I mean I do like performing. It just gives me a whole lot of anxiety. But what I do like about performing is like when I see people's faces and how they react to me singing, because
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times they're like, whoa, I didn't know that would come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because they think my voice is a little high pitched,
Yeah.
but they're like, whoa, you got a lot of soul, woman. I'm like, all right, thank you.
Yeah, you have a very strong voice.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
do. Yeah.
So I like that. And then at the Heart Project that I did in December, I performed a cover of Creep by Radiohead. And there were people in the audience and they're crying. And I think that was like my favorite. I love to make people cry. So,
That's dope.
Yeah. That must be a superpower.
yeah,
love
I
to
was
make
like, oh my
people cry.
God.
No, because I feel like if you make somebody cry, it's like you've done something.
Yeah, you touched
at
them.
least. Yeah, you've touched them, and I would say like Freddie Mercury. You know Freddie Mercury.
yeah.
Queen.
Yeah,
So
he's
I watched this guy because I love Queen as well. I grew up with Queen with my parents and stuff like that, and I watched this guy that literally sounds almost like Freddie Mercury on YouTube. You can look him up. I forget his name. It's something Martel, but he was performing in front of Celine Dion, and Celine Dion was crying because he sounds so much like Freddie Mercury. I forget which Queen
Gosh.
song he was performing, but he sounds literally like Freddie Mercury. I would look him
my
up and
gosh.
look for that video
Okay.
with Celine Dion.
Okay.
Yeah, that was dope.
I'm sure I can find it.
And then another person, I mean, I wish there was, because I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my idol.
Yeah.
There hasn't been anybody that has done his thing yet. So,
Just the dances,
just the
impersonations.
dance. I'm waiting to find the person that can make me cry when
know-
hearing MJ.
Yeah.
I have always said that,
Keep
like,
dreaming.
Chris. No offense to Chris Brown, but I love Chris Brown. But I have always told myself that if Chris Brown never beat Rihanna, I feel like he could have been on like Michael Jackson's level. Sorry, Chris Brown. I love you so.
that whole scandal, I definitely think changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
He lost a lot of fans from it. But and then I would say, after a couple years or a few years, maybe he regained fans,
Yeah.
or he gained new fans, from the newer generation and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So maybe even the newer generation doesn't know exactly what happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but Yeah.
But I feel like he could have been there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna
amazing,
make me cry, but I'm looking for that person that's gonna make me cry and sound exactly
He'll
like
definitely
MJ.
make you smile. He won't make you cry, but he'll make you smile.
Make you blush a little bit.
Yeah.
You're already there.
Yeah, he's turning red.
No, it's the alcohol.
It's the Asian
It's
glow.
the Asian glow. There you
Oh,
go.
sure.
Oh, that's what you got.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
From your
Yeah.
Asian side.
But going back to your live performances, like you say, you get a little nervous. Like, how do you get overcome like your nervousness?
I kind of blank out.
Okay.
I kind of just get in the moment. Sometimes I'll like snap out of it, and then I'll like see people like staring at me. I'm like, oh shit. Look at the lights.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Looking at the lights, or because I used to perform a lot too, or like looking down to the floor, even though that's a bad performance.
Yeah.
To look down at the floor,
Yeah, it
you'd
is.
rather look up
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, so I could definitely feel that. for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Going on, kind of, I had to be a creeper. Go through your IG feed just to, get a little bit more info on you.
Mom, Mom, can you pick me up?
So, just one thing I actually noticed was you have more like Halloween type posts on your IG feed than you would like, Christmas or
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Like, is Halloween your favorite, like, time of the year?
No, I absolutely hate Halloween.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. No,
It shows.
Yes.
It definitely shows on your
definitely
IG.
shows. And I love Halloween. At my previous interview, I talked about this, but I love Halloween. I won't watch scary movies, but I
Really?
No,
I won't either.
Yes, he
but
doesn't
I love
either.
Halloween. I do love
I'm
Halloween.
glad someone can relate.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Dude, what?
didn't
That
really
doesn't make
realize
any
that."
sense. That
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense." But I don't know.
I love Halloween. I love
Yeah.
orange. I love the darkness.
I do. Not to like get like all like dark in here or anything, but I don't know why. But my whole life, I've always been so like drawn to like darker things.
Okay.
Oh, spooky.
I'm
vibes.
Catholic. I believe in God. Everyone.
Hey, I do too, so.
I don't do any witchcraft or anything.
No, but you love the
But
darkness.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, but it just intrigues me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
that's dope though. I know there are a lot of Halloween heads out there.
Yeah.
Especially did you go to the Halloween
Horror Nights?
No, at Disneyland?
Oh yes, I did. Me.
What is it called?
The Oogie
The
Boogie.
Oogie Boogie.
Oogie
Yeah,
Boogie
yeah,
Bash.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we definitely went. I went with my sister, my mom, and my little cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Me, my mom, and my sister. We dressed up as the Sanderson sisters
Oh, damn.
from Hocus Pocus.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
And then my little cousin was a Princess Aurora.
Oh,
Lame. but
Not
just kidding.
Halloween.
Yeah,
Not
no.
dark enough.
Is that a yearly thing you usually join? Is like the Oogie Boogie Bash?
No, that was my first time there actually.
Oh,
like
okay.
we always go to Disneyland, but we never been to that.
Mm-hmm.
And last year we are just like, F it. Let's go. So I
Mm-hmm.
think we're planning to go this year. We
Okay.
want to dress up as have you guys watched Monsters Inc?
Oh, yeah, of
course.
course.
I had a
Yes.
feeling. Just wanted to
This
ask.
is Mike Wazowski right here.
Me and my
No.
sister.
And I'm Sully. The big one.
Looks about right.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Me and my sister were talking about the yellow guys in the suits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2319.
Yeah, 2319. Yeah, me and my sister want to dress up as that. We want to have someone be like the other characters, but we want to dress up as the yellow guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
dope.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were supposed to go this year as well, but there was some planning issues and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, I mean, Rachel's been to it many times, and she kept telling me, "You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it more than Horror Nights." And I mean, I don't know if you saw like the whole podcast because I really love Universal. I love Disneyland as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Universal, and Horror
Oh my
Nights.
God, so fun.
Horror Nights is cool, and that was all our first time being at Horror Nights. But I definitely think it could have been better. So now I do have to experience Oogie Boogie Bash to see which one I actually like.
Yeah. I've gone to Horror Nights. I used to go quite often, like every year for like I don't know how long. But the
Okay.
first time I went, it was like so scary. But like I feel like it's kind of been like getting a little worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as far as like it
Yeah.
being more scary, or
Yeah, as far as it being scary, I feel like
Yeah.
I mean, before COVID. I feel like there were just like less actors and just like less people like coming after me, and I was like, that's lame.
Yeah.
Scare me, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, even though in like the haunted houses, I would literally like hide behind my boyfriend and like cover my ears. I'd be like this,
Yeah.
covering my ears and just going behind him. Like I don't see anything, but
That was me.
it's
Yeah,
like,
that was him.
Yeah.
Like literally. So
I was hiding behind somebody's
he was using
backpack.
racial. No, he was using racial as a shield.
I had my lounge boy bag.
Yeah.
I was holding on to it the whole time. I was
Yes.
the first in line.
Yeah.
I was like,
wow, you're badass.
No, you
I was
Yeah.
like, take the small one first.
I
Sacrifice.
see. The thing is, I do also love Halloween, but also I'm not scared of things because like
My bad.
I love scary movies, and I like
Yeah.
me and Rachel watch scary movies and all that stuff all the time. So, but no, you're good. But yeah, like with him, I thought it was gonna be worse because
Yeah.
knowing him, he doesn't watch scary movies with us at all. Like
I
we're like,
thought it was
hey,
gonna be worse too.
yeah, we're like, hey, you want to watch a scary movie with us? And like knowing that he doesn't watch scary movies with us, I thought it was gonna correlate into him
Yeah.
being super scared. And
Right.
I was like, bro, you ready for this? He's like, I'm ready.
Had the diapers? No.
I was not ready.
Yeah, no, it was pretty fun though. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun as our first experience because we really wanted to go. Of course, like when we moved here, 2019, 2020, but COVID hit. And no, 2020 is when we originally wanted to go because 2019 we literally knew like nobody here. We didn't know anybody until like COVID pretty much hit.
Yeah.
We
That
were
sucks.
we were more networking, but of course we weren't like meeting up with people during COVID. This is more like when cases were going down a little bit
Oh,
and
okay.
Right.
stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say that's where we're like, okay, we found the people we want to go with. And we did just that. So yeah, the experience, last year was fun.
It was fun.
I'm hoping this year they do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because last year's was did you go to last year's?
I didn't go to last year.
Okay. Yeah, last year's was it was cool. Like I said, I mean, it was our first experience, so we didn't really
Yeah.
know what to expect, but the House on Haunting Hill, that was probably the best one. Have you seen it?
Oh, that show is so good.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do watch scary stuff.
Okay,
then.
that was like the best like scary film I have watched in like ever. I think
It is good.
I would watch it like again. And the thing with scary movies, I won't watch it by myself, but with like each episode, like I was like I have no one to watch it with, so I
Yeah.
watched it by myself. That's how good it
wow.
was.
Yeah.
I watched it by myself.
No,
I would
it-
never watch a scary movie by
Nah, he
myself.
doesn't do that. No, it was a really good
was
show,
so
and I
good.
even told her
Yeah.
like I was like we should watch it again during Halloween.
Yeah.
We never got the chance, but I would definitely because did you see the other film? It wasn't House on Haunting Hill.
The second season they had.
No, it was a different show.
Oh.
I forget. Do you remember what the show was?
it was the other one.
Yeah, but it had this almost the same cast.
Blind Manor.
Oh, Bly Manor.
Oh, okay. I watched some of it. I think Haunting of Hill House was better.
It was better and it was more scarier.
Yeah.
But I would
yeah.
say the more creepiest part was probably like in the funeral home. You remember where
Oh my god.
that part was creepy, and you meet the bent neck lady the first time. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that was
I actually
crazy.
had a patient tell me to watch the BTS behind Haunted Hill House because also like not only did the actual film like touch her because I forgot what her story was, but she had somebody like pass that was close to her, and then the whole series like kind of made her come and have some closure. And it was weird.
That's kinda creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy.
Yeah.
But she was like, but watch the BTS because the way they filmed it is amazing.
I gotta watch it now because I actually
That
never
sounds
thought about watching the
interesting.
BTS.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta watch it.
That
so.
sounds
was crazy.
interesting.
Yeah.
Watched it.
Yeah.
You watch it?
You did watch it.
No, I didn't watch it. I
No,
swear.
he didn't watch
There
it.
was a one take that was so.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. There's a one
okay.
take.
I
Yeah.
saw the one take.
Yeah,
I remember it now.
Yeah. No, but if
Coming
there's
back to
more to it, I definitely want to watch that.
Yeah, going back into like your love for Halloween and the darkness and stuff, I heard you actually collect skulls as well.
I do collect skulls. I have a skull collection. They're not real, I promise.
Yeah. What started that like obsession
Oh.
with skulls?
I honestly, I have no idea. Like in high school, I would always be like, I want a skull tattoo. They're so cool.
Okay.
But I think just like growing up, I think just me liking skulls mostly has to do with, I think of skulls as more symbolic of life,
Oh.
I guess.
Are you like secretly a murderer? Like you look at skulls and you're like, the shape of this skull is a little bit bigger than this one,
one.
so I have to get this one. Or like,
I like watching Bailey Sarian. Do you
No,
guys?
I don't.
No, I've
She
never
has
heard of
murder and what is it called? That's her theme song, by the way.
Oh,
What the
okay.
freak is it called? She does makeup and then she talks about like murder mystery stuff.
okay.
But
Is it televised or something?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh,
it's on
She's
YouTube?
so good,
Okay.
but she's so funny and so like awkward, and that's why I love her.
Okay.
But she talked about there was like a killer that like collected, or they obviously killed people,
Right.
and he like he would keep their like skulls and like stuff, and then I like things like that. I mean, I'm
Okay.
not a murderer. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. I don't,
Well, how do you pick your skulls? Like what sets them
I-
apart from each other?
I go to Ross.
Oh, you go to
I go
Ross.
to Marshalls.
Yeah. Do you pick like the painted skulls or like?
You know, my favorite skull, I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't have a picture of it. But it's like a all black skull. It has
Okay.
like crystals coming out of its head. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
pretty cool. It's glittery. Yeah, I mean, I like what I like, I guess.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you love like watching scary movies? I know we talked a little bit about it, but or do you like try to stay away from it and?
I mean, if there's a new scary movie coming out, and then like people are like my family or like my friends are like, "Oh, do you want to watch?" I'll be like, "Shit, not really, but okay." I'm there for the company.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like with me when they like have a movie night and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna watch this movie," and I'm like, "Oh shit."
I gotta cover my eyes and my
Yeah.
ears.
I guess I gotta watch it. Cause what did we watch?
The
Insidious?
only movie, scary movie we've literally watched together for the whole time I've ever known him, which is almost like 8 years.
Yeah.
It's a long
Is
time.
Conjuring, the
Oh,
Conjuring
Conjuring.
4.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
remember the. I don't
It's the
know.
newest one that released on HBO Max. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I don't know if I have.
But it's not that scary. Yeah, it's really not that scary.
The Conjuring is scary though.
It is. It like the whole story itself is scary.
Yeah.
I've actually watched like all the Conjurings only because my cousin, she used to work at the movie theater and she would always give us free tickets.
Oh.
And then she would like bribe me. She was like, "I have free tickets to the movies. You gotta come with us." I was like, "Oh shit." So I
Anything
had to
free
go.
is good.
Yeah, sometimes you
So
gotta do it though.
Yeah.
You
Free
get free
movie?
food too.
Oh yeah.
Oh
you-
yes,
yeah.
discounted food. Yeah.
Free food. I'm in there, and they're
That-
like booty hairs.
That's
Exactly.
a plus though.
So I had to go.
So we know you don't necessarily watch too much like scary movies, you know, and stuff like that. But do you believe in like the paranormal?
Ooh, yes, yes,
Do
I
you?
do. This could be like a whole like 20-hour
Oh,
talk.
that's great.
But-
You know what? We might have to bring you back for Halloween because we were literally talking about doing a Halloween podcast.
Yes.
Oh,
Like maybe
shit.
bring in different people that have like believe in certain things and just talk about instances.
Have it dark.
man.
Have it
Candles.
dark,
Maybe
yeah,
you should bring
candles.
your skulls.
Yeah.
We will have
them-
it here.
bring all of them.
Yes.
Hey guys, this is Petunia.
Just have a little show and tell about
Yeah.
your favorite skulls.
No, we were talking about that, so that might end up being a thing like
Yeah.
near the end of this year. So if it
Oh,
is,
cool.
I'll let you know.
Sounds great. Sounds
Yeah.
great.
But yeah, so I mean, going back to like the paranormal stuff, like
I do.
have you had any encounters then?
I do.
Just give us like
my
maybe.
entire life. I,
Oh God.
Oh.
Maybe give us like one, because if you do, I would definitely love to bring you back on the Halloween podcast and talk about all your stories.
well, this one, just to kind of summarize it, my mom, so she moved to Vallejo. I don't even know how old she was, but there was a house she lived in, and now my grandparents rent it out. But at that time, my dad, he was trying to turn it into some sort of, what was it? Like a boarding care home. Was it for like prison? Or for prisoners?
Oh.
Step down from prison.
So, yeah, like a boarding.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's pretty cool. But so at that house, my family would always say there's like this guy that looks like Abraham Lincoln, like a tall figure, top hat. So he would work at that house, and then I would always see that. Like when he started working at that house, me and my little sister would always see that figure like at our house. Like it like
Oh God.
came to our house, and we would see it like at our door or at the foot of our beds. So there's that, and then like
Oh God.
yeah.
It attached itself to you. Maybe.
Maybe the weird thing is that so after that started happening, I have an older sister, so after witnessing all that, I was messing with her one day, and I was like, hey, there's this little girl with me, and she has long hair, she's the same age as me, whatever. And then like after that, like I didn't really ever see like that guy again. I started seeing like a little girl. And
That's still creepy.
That's still creepy. And as I like grew up, like it's weird, like she would be like the same height as me, like it's just like a dark figure. And it would be like and the thing is, the crazy thing is my sister had her friend come over to the house one day, and she was like, hey, did my little sister, I don't think my little sister was there, I don't know. But she was like, oh, did Mickey just, like, run down the stairs? And so the thing is, like, she saw the little girl, and I swear I'm not, like, crazy or anything. If someone else saw it, then, like, I swear I'm not crazy, guys. Please don't put me in a loony bin.
I don't believe you're crazy. Only reason is because me and Rachel, we watch a lot of paranormal stuff. We love paranormal stuff. Like, I don't know if you've heard of a YouTube channel called Nuke's Top 5.
No.
Okay, so Nuke's Top 5, literally almost weekly, he uploads people's experiences. So, like, people will record whatever, or sometimes it comes from, like, security cameras, but everything that has to do with paranormal, he uploads into, like, a compilation of a 30-minute video and just shows people's experiences, and they're creepy. And, I mean, like I said, only reason I had to ask is because, you know, everything correlates with you loving Halloween, and yeah, I mean, now that you say you've had many paranormal experiences, like, this is why we got to get this guy to believe, because he doesn't believe in paranormal.
I mean, I believe it, but I just a little skeptical. I ask my questions.
Keep your third eye closed, sir.
Like,
keep it closed.
Yes. No, like, every time because, no joke, like, I feel like I've had many experiences in this place. Yeah. Like, in this apartment.
But I have.
Do you have any? Do you feel anything, like any vibes in here?
You know, I actually don't. I feel like just because you guys are so like welcoming, and like you guys have like really good energies in that.
Maybe we're covering it.
You probably are.
Yeah,
maybe.
But deep in the end, it's probably here.
Maybe if I was like here by myself, I don't know.
No, I think they watch it too often. They watch it like every night, so of course they're gonna find things.
Yeah. No.
Set up a camera.
No. Kind of going back to, like, you know, the whole
Just to hold up, did you guys saw that flash?
No, that's because of the light.
Yeah, it always does that.
It always does that.
This place is haunted.
Yeah, this place is haunted.
Yeah,
no, kind of going back to, like, you know, Filipino superstitions and stuff like that. So there's one point where Rachel, or, you know, we were kind of experiencing weird stuff with our pets. You know, we have chinchillas. And our chinchillas were doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And then also we were watching our friend's dog. Our friend's dog came and stayed with us for a few days.
Man.
And so the dog was literally looking at something that wasn't there. No. And then our chinchillas was also looking at the same thing. No. So we were like, me and Rachel were freaking out. We're like, oh my God, like I think there is something here. And, you know, and like I said, I've had some weird experiences here as well, you know. So, and then the next day, or a couple days, you know, she calls her mom and tells her what happened. So then, you know, her mom says, hey, call the healer in the Philippines. So, you know, the healer in the Philippines, she gets on like a FaceTime or whatever, and she's going, like, the healer's like walk through the house, you know, and like she has it on the phone walking through the house. Yeah. And then she was like, are you sitting down? She's like, no, I'll sit down right now. So then, like, she tells, you know, the healer tells Rachel exactly like what she saw. And supposedly there was a naked guy that walked out from our bathroom and, you know, sat down in our chair that we had here.
Wow, he's naked. That's disrespectful.
Right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Is it this chair?
It wasn't that chair. It was a chair that we threw out a while ago. So
it was really me.
We wouldn't want to see that.
Yeah,
we wouldn't want to see that. Yeah. No, but like after the healer told us that's where it freaked me out. And then I told this guy, and he was like, nah, I don't believe it. You know?
I don't believe it because what kind of like superstition healer can look at spirits through a phone? Like I understand,
might see
like,
something.
You know, like What are those like the TV shows where they go and like try to find ghosts? What's
Yeah,
that
Ghost
show?
Hunters.
Ghost Hunters,
Yeah.
yeah. They actually are there. They feel the vibe.
Yeah.
You know, they actually record
Yeah.
things. But for somebody to go through a phone and be like, oh yeah, that's a ghost right there.
No, but you also, you know, another thing, I haven't brought this up, but remember, when people are recording things on camera, you tend to see ghosts or something in the camera.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's almost the
Yeah,
same
that's
thing.
true.
It's like as if, you know, even though it's live and you're going through like FaceTime or something like that, she can see it on camera. So it's almost like instead of recording it, it's just live.
Yeah.
You know?
A
Okay.
naked
See,
guy.
there you go. A naked guy was roaming around our apartment.
You make a good
people.
point. You make a good
There you
point.
go.
Not
See?
to scare you or anything, but of course, you guys live in LA.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and you know I've seen, you know, whenever we watch Nuke's Top 5, he ends up always, not always, but a lot of times he has people that send in their stories from LA. You know, so
Yeah.
we're like, wow, we live in the city. Who knows like what ghosts are penetrating through our walls
Yeah.
and, you know, stuff like that. So
Oh.
yeah, I'm glad at least you believe in it. Like, and we're not like
Yeah.
tripping.
No,
you
you
know,
guys are not
we
crazy.
gotta
Yeah.
make this guy believe at least
One day.
one day.
Yeah.
You don't want to believe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
I don't want to believe either, but
Yeah, so
I do.
You have to sometimes.
stepping away from the Halloween stuff, like I saw on your IG, it says you're a professional fry muncher. What does that title mean to you, and why do you love fries so much?
I don't know. I just love French fries. I don't know. I just eat French fries and I love them. I think it's as simple as that.
Yeah,
French fries too.
What's your
They're so
favorite like
good.
place to go to for fries?
I gotta say, hot dog on a stick.
Hot dog on a stick?
They're. I mean, of course, they're plain fries, but if you want to go to somewhere to get some plain fries, hot dog on a stick.
Is that a California-based restaurant?
I think it is because I've only seen. Okay, also I've never really been out of California. I went to like
Yeah.
Reno and like Hawaii. There's
Yeah.
there's no hot dog on a stick that I've seen there, but here in LA I've seen it, and like in like the Bay Area they have
Okay.
hot dog on a stick.
Have
so.
you ever tried potato corner?
No. Oh wait, they have like the chips, right? They
Yeah, they have chips, they have fries, they have tater tots, and they like put some seasoning on their fries and they shake it up and stuff like that.
I think I have had that, and I think I probably didn't get like the best flavor.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they have different flavors. Because the first
Yeah.
time when we went to Burbank Mall, we saw a potato corner and it was like a big line. And I was like, what is this? It's a whole hype. So I actually went for the first time a couple months ago to the Culver City Mall, and they have a potato corner. And I tried it, and I got the sweet potato fries with some like garlic parmesan sauce or seasoning, and then
How was that?
Yeah, it was really good, and it was fresh.
Yours sounded good. I think I got like French onion or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I decided that flavor, but
It does sound kind of good. Yeah. If you're just thinking about it, yeah.
I think like my
really.
favorite kind of fries would be carne asada fries.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah, those are good. It's filling though.
That's a different level, though. You're
It
talking
is.
about
that
meat.
is really good.
It is, but
Yeah,
it's still fries.
it is.
Like it's still like
Have
a
you ever
mixed
had
food.
poutine?
Poutine? No.
Yeah, poutine is a Canada-based thing. I've had it a couple times because we're from Washington. I traveled
they
to
have it
Canada.
over there?
Yeah, because it started in Canada. Basically, it's like fries with cheese curds and meat and some gravy on top, and it's actually really good. It's almost like carne asada fries, but with gravy, and it's a little bit more
I
Americanized.
love gravy and
Yeah,
fries.
It's really good. And then they put the cheese curds, which is like these fried cheese balls in there, and it's so good. It's gotten it's such a staple in Canada that they actually have it at every fast food restaurant. Like you go to McDonald's, they have the fries, the poutine fries, and then Burger King has their own, Wendy's has their own type, and it's crazy. It's a staple there.
Let me go over there.
You need to go
Let
over
me get my
there if you're
passport.
fry lover.
I still
for sure.
haven't even tried poutine yet.
You haven't?
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't.
It's so good.
Yeah, I gotta try it.
Yeah, it's so good.
That sounds hecka good.
So with your fries, like what would you say is your like favorite fry and sauce combo?
favorite fries and milkshakes.
Fries and milkshakes.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
You're a terrible human.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I love
You know what?
fries.
Because you know Rachel, she does that too, and I was like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
You know,
It doesn't, but it tastes right.
I tried it
Yeah.
and I don't like it.
Especially at Wendy's. I feel like Wendy's with the
their Frosty?
yeah, Frosty is like so good.
So
I've
good.
never.
Yeah.
I you know, when I first heard people did that,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait, that's a thing? Because I would see like people do, you know, McDonald's fries with
Yeah.
McFlurries.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, no, you know, and
It's good, but it's not that as great as like Wendy's, you know, sea salt fries
Yeah.
with the frosting. That
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the best.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna take me a lot of convincing, and I would probably have to eat hella just to convince me to
Yeah.
want to like it.
Do you like Filipino food?
I love
You know how
Filipino
like they have like salty and sweet
Oh, yeah.
combos?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say. I was gonna say maybe that's why I like fries and like milkshakes because that combination.
Yeah, it's salty
But-
and sweet. It's also like hot and cold. you know?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know. We'll see. I
That's right.
might have to get used to it. You know, just to make myself not look bad. So, because who knows, a lot of our viewers might actually like that combo, and I'm the only one hating. So,
Yeah,
you know, I might have to get involved. with
he's
it.
Probably.
an old man. We got to break his ways.
Yeah.
So, Chell, we appreciate you being on the show. The show is coming to an end. But how we like to end the show is, you know, by our guests giving, you know, future, you know, in this specific niche, you know, like giving them advice on, you know, how to come up with what they're trying to do. So you're a singer, you know, what advice would you give to up and coming singers or the next generation? Or what would you say to your younger self?
I would say do what makes you happy. Even though I'm not following my own advice, don't listen to what other people want for you. Do what you want to do, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you?
Hey, let's go. Are there any shout outs you'd like to give to our viewers or anybody out there?
Any shout outs? Shout out to Justin Bieber.
Hey,
I love you.
one less lonely girl.
Oh, that was actually a baby dance move. Wait, was that? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm
I
so
wouldn't
sorry.
know.
Yeah,
I like Justin Bieber though. I do
do
like
too.
him.
Okay, shout out Justin Bieber. Shout out to my label Just Breathe. Breathe and Be are on there. Who else? My mom. Smoosh. My dogs.
Hey.
All 6 of them.
Oh, you got 6 dogs?
I do have 6 dogs.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my God.
I think it's 6. I have lost track.
7?
Oh, 6. Okay, we have my sister in Sac has a dog, and he's technically he comes to us sometimes. So he's like a half. So
I
6
would
and a
love
half
to have
dogs.
that many dogs because I love dogs too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love dogs too. My dog right now is back home in Seattle. Only reason he's there and I didn't bring him here is because my parents also had a dog. And you know, I didn't want to break them apart because they already bonded since they were babies, you know. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't bring him here
Yeah,
with me.
no.
But unfortunately he just recently passed, my parents' dog. So you know, I've been wanting to bring my dog here, but my parents ended up bonding with my dog, so it's like
Oh man.
you guys just hold on to him. I'll pay his
Yeah.
bills and all that stuff, you know. So,
Wow.
yes, you know. So, yeah, I love dogs. I would love to have like 7, maybe 10 dogs.
Great. Yeah, it's a great life.
That's
Great
a
Yeah,
lot
life.
it
of
is a great
dogs.
life. I love dogs. Where can people find you on social media?
I'm literally everywhere. So Instagram, Chell out with a 0, CHELL 0 UT. TikTok, it's actually twat pickle, but
Nice.
the last it has the 13 at the end instead of LE. So
Okay.
where else? I'm also twat pickle on Twitter.
Hey.
Love the name. Love
Thank
the
you,
name.
thank you. That was my gamer name on Among
okay.
Us, so
Oh,
I had
God.
to carry it onto my social media.
Love it.
But twat pickle. That's me.
Pickle.
Is that all of them?
I don't
We're
know
gonna
where
link
else.
everybody.
Yeah,
Whatever
link
links you
everything.
have,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find
on
it
YouTube
anyways.
too. Yeah,
we'll
just
put it
find
in.
me.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description below.
Yes, sir.
But we're coming to the end of the podcast, guys. We hope you enjoyed this one. If you're not following us on YouTube, it's the Artistry Drop. If you're not on Instagram, it's the Artistry Drop, and we're streaming on all major platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Simplecast, Amazon, and pretty much anywhere where you find, you know, your podcast. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.